Before you go into a solar consultation, here's what you should do. My suggestion, because I mean, you should definitely shop around. Number one, please research solar. So you should do your due diligence, right? And solar. Do not depend on somebody, especially if you don't have a relationship with them, to tell you how this works. So do research solar. There's one website I do recommend. It's energysage.com. Go on here and they will tell you everything you should know about solar. Number two, once you understand how this works and why it makes sense, because I'm not here to tell you that it makes sense, it does, but you should research it on your own. Understand that it is a big investment, okay? And by understanding that, you're not gonna waste the contractors or the sales consultant time saying, well, I didn't know this was gonna cost me 50, 60, 70,000, over $100,000 because I have a huge house. So it's a big investment. What do you need to know about it? It's what is your plan to finance it? And at Energy Sage, you can also find, information on how do you finance this if you don't want to come out of pocket. Cash is always good, but there are ways to finance. So it is how to finance solar, okay? So whether it's a loan, PPA, lease, cash, just figure that out, and then also have a timeline. Okay. Why is this important? Because whatever you did today, as far as shopping around, you come back 6 months later, guess what? It's a different price. Things change. And typically, because of the nature of things, it's gonna be more expensive. Despite the fact that solar has gone down in price over the last 10 years, labor always goes up, and solar, it's what? Very labor intensive. So have a timeline for that. Typically, do it 3 to 6 months. Okay, so that the price is not gonna vary so much. Number four, very important. You should look at what is the state of your roof. Okay, is my roof ready for solar? If you have a roof that is older than 20 years, you should contemplate, changing the roof as you go solar. Okay, at Paoli Solar, we offer that service. We can change your roof at the same time. If not, we will work with a different contractor of your preference. But consider if you have 20 years, because what happens is 5 years from now, either you have to change it just because the roof is very old, or the insurance company will tell you you have to change your roof. And guess what? Now you have to pay for the roof. You have to pay for the panels to be taken down and then reinstalled. It can be very expensive if you don't think about it that way. Right? Number five, most importantly, before you go out there, so that you don't waste people's time and you ask relevant questions, is research on solar, as we mentioned, but then select only your, I would say, 3 contractors. Top 3 contractors. What is important about the contractors? That they're licensed, that they're insured, that they offer the right warranties, and they're certified by a third party, other than the license, like the associations that they're part of. It's very important to have that. Look at their reviews by all means. Just don't look at 3, look at all the reviews and look at the bad ones, because that's where you find out how do they react when something goes wrong. And by the way, they can offer all the warranties you want. Something will happen in 25-year warranty period that they offer. You just want to know how they are going to react when that happens. Not if, but when that happens. Top 3 contractors, ask for people around you. More than likely, you'll have a friend or a family member that has already gone solar or has looked into solar. Ask him for a reference, but do research your contractors before the consultation. That way, you come with relevant questions and you're not wasting their time either on that. So number 1, research solar, energysage.com. Number 2, it's a big investment. How do you plan on financing it? Don't wait until the consultation to look for that. Obviously, the consultant should be able to answer these questions and how they differ, and if you have any clarifications that need to happen, but you should know the basics of that. Number 3, what is your timeline? If it's more than 3 to 6 months, don't waste your time or the consultant's time on that. 4, roof. What is the status or the stage, what's the lifespan left in that roof? If it's more than 20 years, consider changing the roof before you go solar. You can still go solar without changing the roof. It's just that the warranties are not gonna be there as clean and as attractive for a roof that's more than 20 years old. Number 5, research your top 3 contractors and ask for a consultation. Don't go into a consultation with a contractor that you have not researched.